All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is Monday. What is this? May 11th, 2026. It's 1:06 Central Time. It took me a minute there to really make sure everything was good because my headset that I typically use, which I really like, it got stuck on but doesn't work. Like I can't hear anything, but it's on, and I can't shut it off no matter how many times I push any button. So I'm just going to let it die. See how the light's on? I'm just going to let it die eventually on its own. It might take a day or two. I don't know. It's got a long battery on it. Anyway, we're here. We're live. We made it. Tell me that you can hear me in the chat while we play the intro. This is episode 235, and why wouldn't there be technical difficulties? But hey, we're here, and we're living life, and the sun is shining. So come on back. Stay here and listen to the song because it's a pretty badass song, if I do say so myself. But let's grow, you guys. The Indoor Farmer, episode 235.
So bright, Waylon's got a secret garden blooming through the night. No fields of green, just pots and lights inside his home. Turning seeds to supper, never feeling all alone. He's the average Joe who said, I'll grow my own damn way. Food and medicine from scratch, come what may. Hey, Waylon, the indoor farmer, rocking the live show scene. Weekly vibes, plants on display, chasing that self-sustained dream. Ups and downs, the grind is real, but he's making it fun. Bringing us together cause we all gotta eat under the sun. Waylon, the indoor farmer, lighting up the screen. He shows off his leafy greens, the project's taking flight. Experiments gone wrong, but hey, that's alright. From hydroponics hustle to soil in the spare room, learning curves and breakthroughs, chasing away the gloom. It's hard work entertainment, twisting sweat into gold, affecting every soul, young and old. Hey, Waylon, the indoor farmer, rocking the live show scene. Weekly vibes, plants on display, chasing that self-sustained dream. Ups
We are back. And I just got to hear it from you guys. Let me hear it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? With the microphone, this little doodad right here. Let me know. Some of you are just popping in. I explain. Oh, let me get this off my face. Is this on my face still? Some things, some videos, when I play them in the studio, will stay on my face, and other videos actually disappear. Anyway, it's a problem that you shouldn't even need to know about. Anyway, so earlier I was saying that this headset that I typically use, which I like, I stepped outside of the range, and it got stuck on, but I can't use it though. I can't like hear anything. Mic doesn't work. So I have to let it die. I just have to let it sit and die. I tried shutting it off. I tried pushing every button possible. There's no battery that you can take out, so we're just going to let it die. Let it die. Let's see. Let me see if I can hear you. Thank you, Alice, for that. The only one that said so. The only one that answered my pleas, my call. Does it sound? Can you hear the fan that's in the background? You might be able to hear that fan. I cleaned my fan today, and man, does it have some more power? It's just it's spinning in circles now. It's blowing these sheets, like there's a green screen back there that's blowing it all over the place. Very, very powerful. Powerful. Let me fix my screen here. Anyway, welcome. It's Monday, May 11th, 2026. The Indoor Farmer, episode 235 today. 235. Oh, did I freeze? I froze on my computer. Interesting. What happens if we refresh? Live streams just don't seem to work on computers these days. There it goes. Fixed it. Hey, Trent. What's up, my guy? Hey, congrats to Leslie yesterday. Leslie didn't want to he wanted to return it. He wanted to not take it. I knew that's what he was going to try and do. But guess what? Leslie was our winner yesterday for the Indoor Farmer shopping spree. And I tell you, a couple people have done some reviews on my page. If you do a brand new review on my Indoor Farmer page on Facebook, you get a free spot in the next one. I'm trying to get more of those. Clearly, that's why I'm trying to give them away. But let's see. But the next one is already open. If anyone wants to get into it, $2 a spot. And also you get a spot for being a subscriber. I'm actually considering, and I did this before, but it's just hard to keep track of. But I was thinking of giving an extra spot for each level you go up. So for every $2 that you are a subscriber of, but that's going to be hard for me to calculate between everybody. So I'm really hesitant on that. But if you're a super pro member, you should get 5 spots, right? If you're a pro member, you get 2 spots. You're $5, which gives you that extra dollar there. But I'm not gonna try and keep track of that. So if you're a pro member, $5. But some people are members on Locals and on Facebook, so it just would be hard. So I do apologize. I think I may have to keep it at just 1 per subscriber. Obviously I want to incentivize people to move up, because that's why I give more perks and more stuff to the people who are at the higher levels, we'll say. Anyway, this is the door prize wheel. Let me get it going here while I'm rambling. Ellen, what's up? Allison Cullen, and that's it on Rumble so far. Let's go, Rumblers. Let's go. And Trent on the YouTube holding it down. I was live on YouTube a little bit ago. Hit that notification bell if you guys haven't. Alice on the Facebook, I see. Hey, Kristen. Hello. Denise. We got Trent. Comment below, Loretta and Kristen, if you want to get on the door prize. It's not a big deal if you get on it and you're not going to be here. Just get on it anyway. Colin, Alice over on the Rumble, and Trent on the YouTube. Boom. Hey, Kristen. How are you today? Kristen is a member of the People in the Boxes panel, and this week, I don't know if you plan to be on, but this week we're going to talk about what do you do to raise your mood? What do you do to be more uplifting? What do you do to get to feel better, to get in a better mood? Besides, and it'll be stories from the panel, so there'll be all kinds of things going on. Obvious things, maybe, and some things maybe not so obvious. So we're going to talk about that this Thursday. I haven't decided how I'm going to word it exactly yet, but it's something to that effect. Hey, what's up, Ted? Hey, Ted, do you want me to put you on the number post on locals? Which, by the way, we should have a number post for this week already. I'm going to unpin this live stream. We are live on locals. If you're watching on locals, you might as well come over and find us on the Rumble. This one pinned too. Yeah, I don't need that one. Uh-oh, did I not pin the number post? Uh-oh. Number post for 5/8. That was the other day. Pin. Yeah, manually. 5/8. Okay, just making sure we got this. This is the right one here. So Ted, I'm going to put you on here. And Kristen, I don't know if I put you on here already. Let me see. Nope. I'll put you on here too. And if anyone is a member already, make sure you come and jump in on the post, a member of Locals, or if you're a member, just a subscriber on Facebook side, you can still get in on this. Just got to come in on the live stream and tell me. Leslie, there's the man, the myth, the legend himself. He won the shopping spree last night. Leslie, it's a shopping spree too, by the way. There's nothing saying you can't get something that you plan to give away to somebody else. There's nothing saying that. Kayla, hello. Welcome in. All right, we're about to get some planties going on today. Some planties. I like this. I like this view here too. Like that. We got 420 right this second. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, cheers. If you have it, you have it. Otherwise, cheers me with the water, or maybe with your good intentions. Cheers. I guess I really didn't need headphones at all, but I feel weird without them. There's nothing playing but my voice. Could play some tunes. Let's see. Just go light with them. Go with instrumental. I need to make some more. I just haven't made the time. I try not to say things like find the time or I just haven't had time. Nah, we all have time. We just have to make it available to the things that we believe are the most important at that moment. Prioritizing. It's not easy. Trust me. I'm a procrastinator at pro. Wayne, what's up? You might have. You might have won, man. You won just by coming in here. I can't get on Rumble. Give me a moment. That's okay. Leslie, take your time, brother. Oh, you did find it. I see you. Wayne, I heard you and Steve-O had a little vacay. That sounds like a good time, huh? Okay, let's see. I need today's photos now that I had to reboot my computer, which didn't end up having to do. My headphones are just booped. They just booped out on me. Let's see. Details. We want to make sure they're in order. And here we go. Today's trip down through the garden. The dankness. Hey, Diane. Let me get you on here before I get moving. Oh, Diane on the Rumble. Do I sound different than I usually do, I wonder? I don't know what this mic sounds like. I don't know why I can't rumble up. You did. I saw you there. Right here, Leslie. Might be a glitch with the app or something. Might need to update or maybe reboot your phone, or I'm not sure. A lot of little possibilities. But we're not going to Just Rumble today. We're doing the full show. I might go to Just Rumble at the end for the after show. I don't need to do any Rumble Premium this month now. I'm done with the Rumble Premium, guys, which means we'll just have a good old fashioned sesh watch party for the after show on Rumble. All right, here we go with the garden. It's garden time. It's nighttime in the garden. Not sure why I took this picture specifically, but it's just kind of the look at night. Ooh, these things. I've had these things for a while, and last week you might remember that I broke my trimmers on trying to cut broccoli stalks that are like tree trunks, like an idiot. And so I broke the trimmers, but I've had this little doodad that I'm using for a while. I just have never used it, and man, it's plastic, but or I don't know what exactly it is, but it seems like it's a plastic, some kind of plastic, and it cuts really well, and it also has like different sizes for certain herbs. It's like a multi-tool for herb trimming. But man, obviously the onions aren't hard to cut, but I cut other things with it, and it cut right through it like butter. It's crazy. See if I can turn that audio down. We're going to Keepy. Well, you know it, Ted. I'll be there media style. I'll be there doing the thing with my press pass. And you guys will get to see the review on Tuesday, right? My dog chewed up my pick. Oh, no. Your pick? What pick? Pick? Like your hair pick? Sounds like you, Alice said. Okay, I'll take it. Hey, Mr. Bach, Mr. Bach 199. Hey, okay. Cheers. Is that what you mean, like a hair pick? Are you going to be there, Ted? I got a friend of mine that's going to help me with like recording and stuff, taking footage of me in the shot with the mic, talking to people with my other mic. It's going to be a whole different review. This is going to be, I think, this is the evolution of the review show. If I can get somebody to do it on a more permanent basis. And remember, I'm going to Level Up in Springfield on Friday, noon to 3. They got the Soil King at Level Up. I don't know if you all are watching the video, but you saw that mint plant. It's just looking kind of sad, but I'm still trying to like stand it up, trying to I don't know why I'm trying to stand it up, but just to kind of get it closer to the light. That's the last little bit of mint that is like still growing. It's still viable. It's crazy. I wonder if these things have their own audio because it sounds kind of low. It's supposed to be kind of low, but I want it to be at least the volume you guys hear it at. Let's give this a try. That's full. Okay. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that's a little bit of mint. I got a whole bunch of pepper plants popping up. Not just this little crop, but another little bunch here, and then another one here, and obviously some other volunteers going on. Here we go with the jelly bean tomatoes. Can't wait for some jelly bean tomatoes. Just want a little bowl of them. Cover them with like chocolate or something, right? And then you have a friend, you're like, hey, like, well, I'd have to find a friend, right? But then once I found a friend, I'd be like, hey, have a chocolate, you know, have a M&M or whatever. Have these chocolates, and then you bite into it. Might not actually be that bad, but it would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Be like, oh, what's that? Love to you as well, Leslie. Appreciate you, brother. I'm staying on Facebook. I can't see the show on Facebook. You can't see the show on Facebook, but you're staying on Facebook? I'm not sure what you mean there. Need to plant some more herbs? Yeah, me too, actually. I need some herbs in my life. I need some basil in the table here. I should just scatter a bunch of seeds. I just feel like I think I'm scared to have too much going at the same time and be, making mistakes. I make plenty of mistakes already, so I don't know why I'm worried about that. Here we go with some food scraps. Looks like we got carrots and some kohlrabi trimmings, some oranges. A whole bunch of watermelon rind. If you were watching me live yesterday on YouTube on my phone, I was cutting the watermelon and eating it. I was just eating in front of the camera. I don't really like to do that very often, but it just seemed like the thing to do with the watermelon. I don't know. That's my son's though. He didn't eat it all that well. He also doesn't use a knife like I do. Like I'm gonna trim that fat. You know what I mean? Have you guys ever heard of juicing watermelon rind? Like in a juicer or processor? I guess it's got a lot of nutrients in the rind. A lot of vegetables and fruit have a lot of nutrients in the skin, in the outside. Bean Dongo, of all people, you guys, Bean Dongo was telling me about kiwi. Do you all know about kiwi, that you can actually eat the outside? I didn't know that. I'm always like meticulously cutting all that off, getting to the slimy like ball of kiwi inside, which is delicious, but like you try and hold it, your hands are getting nasty. If I could just eat that thing, I never tried it. Have you all tried? Has anyone out here tried it? Leslie, I would say no to that. I'm going to say no to that publicly, but privately, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. No, actually, our sponsors, the sponsors. Now, I did a drizzle dab last time, shopping spree, drizzle dab, but I think I want to. Like drizzle dab will be the easiest for me, but if you have another sponsor that you really want to spend that at, we can negotiate. Hit me up. But it's really something to give back to the sponsors while also giving you guys a chance to win. And it's a win-win-win. I love making these win-win-win scenarios. I love it. They're just great. There's nothing. There's nobody loses there. I don't see a loser. Except when I look in the mirror. Sorry. I've heard of picking watermelon rind or pickling it. Oh, I actually, yeah, I think I have heard something like that. Can't turn my head on this overgrown puppy for 5 minutes. Oh no, your hair pick. Okay, that makes more sense. I can't eat that fuzzy stuff. Well, I guess it's not. So, like to Dean's point, he says as soon as it gets wet from your mouth, like it doesn't, it's not fuzzy anymore. Or you could rinse it, like you could get it wet with water and then bite into it. I don't know. All right, you guys. This is super scientific outdoor uh, area that I have where all of the all of the volunteer cannabis plants that came up last year. These are all the ones that are still standing, and they're strong, you guys. These are in there in the ground, really strong. Like this one back here, where my mouse is actually holding the fence up. It's zip tied to the fence, and then the fence is also attached to this piece of this bush that's like a tree, basically, that I left growing. This one piece here, and then I used the chainsaw and I cut it all down. Any of you that have been watching long enough know that I've had this constant issue every year with this bush that just usually it's like, way up here, and I spent a few hours cutting it all down and some of this back and everything. This fence is all pieced together. It's all pieced together with other pieces of like old pieces of fence just to keep the doggos in. It's not fancy. It may not be attractive, but it works. And you know what? I have a lot of other priorities to spend my money on before I decide to actually put a professional fence in. You know what I mean? And so that's that. It is what it is. I'll rig something up if I can get it to work with what I have until I can replace it. So my son was making this little teepee out of the pieces of the bush that I was cutting out. I was like, these would be good for fire, kindling and stuff. And he's like, let me build a wooden house. And so then I was like, well, let me build a teepee. So I put all the remaining stalks from last year, besides that one, together into a teepee. It's like, look at mine, son. Look at mine. Check that out. All right, here we go with our planties outside. We got a few planties outside. If you haven't seen the show recently, these are all voluntary, and they're all just no name, no strain. They're from last year. I don't know what they are. There's one back here in the ground. And then over here we have a tiny one because I broke it off by accident. I was bending them outward away from each other, kind of like like a triangle, kind of bending them away. And one of them broke a little bit, so it died, and the rest of it's still living. And then you have two others, kind of much bigger. I've topped them already. Actually, no, I didn't want to top those. I'd rather have these grow up like big old bean poles, because then they're easier to keep separated from each other. Maybe I'll top them later, but I topped this one in the pot. This one, I didn't put it in there. I didn't put it there, you guys. I swear. I swear I didn't. It just was in that pot. It was just sitting outside. And here's another project I got to get done. I was just going to start doing this the other day, but instead I worked on that bush. I trimmed my bush instead of trimming my never mind, the tree. So I got to climb up the tree. I got a ladder it'll get me probably double this height up there. That's not as high as I need to go. I need to chop this tree down. I would love to just timber. It would literally hit that house across the street. Like, this tree is tall. Can't even see it in the picture. It's way up there. But a lot of it's like touching my gutter and all that. So I got some home improvements, sustainability kind of stuff to get done. I got a little electric chainsaw. It does the trick. It's good size. Like, it's not It's not the longest blade, you know, but it's longer than average. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's got the same girth as most blades, I would say, but it's a little longer than average. And electric. I pour watermelon juice mixed 50-50 with water for the to treat for my plants. Oh, for a treat, little sugar, huh? A little sugary. Yeah. Watermelon juice is great for compost mix. Well, the worms are gonna love it. I buried it in the table already. They're gonna love it. Here's a little closer up of that plant that I broke. It basically just topped it, but like way down, like almost the last node. And so it's gonna just probably shoot everywhere. These look pretty healthy though. This one's got some cool color in the top there. See how I've been training it to the side, trying to train them away from each other. I don't know if that's going to be, and then I can trim branches in the middle that kind of crisscross each other too much. That stuff kind of gets old and gets annoying when you're trying to train it later on, like when you're trying to hold up the buds when they're all getting too heavy. Kyle, Jeremy, what's up, boys? What's up, boys? We'll throw you on the wheel before we move on here. Kyle. If somebody on the Rumble could send Kyle the link, I would appreciate it. Andrew and Don. Colin says, in the bush. It's better than it did. Yes, you remember, don't you, Colin? Hell yeah. A couple big logs would make a good border for your outside herb garden. It'd save me some chopping. Big logs would make a good border. Where would I, like, if I had an outside herb garden, that would probably be a good place for it. Let me just go back a couple. So like this could be a pretty good spot for a little raised bed or something. And that actually might help to keep all this from growing back, because you know all this is going to grow back. Like this is just insane. And there's some of it's got a whole bunch of thorns and like spikes and stuff. Like not just thorns. There's one that's like a whole like it looks like hair, but it's all thorns. They're not thorns. They're little spikes. I don't know. Maybe it's a type of thorn, obviously, but they don't look the same as a thorn. And there's a whole bunch of them. You grab that little vine. So yeah, a bunch of that in there too, and the dogs like walking around in there, and anyway, it's just a mess. But if I could cover it over with something like a raised bed, maybe put something else over it first to try to kill everything, not chemicals, but something to snuff it out, the light, snuff out the sunlight. Could do it, right? You have a lemon cheese auto fem going now. Came up 2 days ago. Okay. What's the pot size you're going to use, Jeremy? What up, Kyle? Hit that like button on the wherever you're at. Obviously, the Rumble is where it's at. Move this somewhere you can see it. What? Go. Finally can see it. Wow. Logs from the tree I'm cutting. Oh, yeah. Like from that big tree for sure. That would be a good border too, because it would decompose over time, but it would take a long while. Put those alongside this. There's enough room right next to it between the fence. And then I could cover it with gravel. I could, like, the bottom layer could be gravel. And then once I've got some filler in there, then I can just cover it over, and hopefully the sun deprivation would kill them. I don't know. Mulch will kill that stuff, but the fence and by the fence and enrich the soil while blocking the weeds. Mulch, okay. Yeah, I probably have a lot of mulch left over from doing all that cutting too. Not just mulch, but like I could rake up all the, goodies. Wouldn't get all the dust. It wouldn't get a lot of sawdust necessarily, but I'd get a whole bunch of wood trimmings and clippings. And back to the next ones. We got two other ones right next to the one that was super tall, and I accidentally cut it with the trimmer I showed you guys last week. I left its poor carcass there. Thought maybe I hoped for it to grow. Nope. There's two smaller ones. I don't know what they're doing. They're okay, I guess. I'll leave them alone, but they don't look too big compared to some of the other ones. Here is the crazy mess that I call my backyard, okay? So I pile up all the biodegradable stuff I can find in this area because I've got this perfect storm here. My neighbors' yards both are a little bit higher up than mine, okay? Then I have all of this shade all over my yard and on my social media account, you know what I'm saying? But I have all this shade covering my yard, and that means the water, when it rains, pools up like a swamp in my yard where there's no plants because of the shade. So I need some shade cover or some ground cover there. I think Kayla, you were talking to me about something that would cover the ground. Let me know what that was. Again. Anyway, so the water pools up in my yard and runs down the hill. Where else but in the middle, right? So the centermost area of my yard is where most of the water's running, and so it starts to sink down into the gully. So I've been throwing a lot of, yard waste and trimmings and that whole bush that I cut down all over this hill. You can see the hill here. So I put this fence in here temporarily, obviously not temporarily, but more like, what do you call it when it's not temporary because it's been a couple of years. It's not a temporary thing. It's until I get enough money that I feel like, replacing it professionally kind of thing. That should be a different term, until I have the money or something. Anyway, what I'm saying is there's this big steep hill right here. And if I can fill some of this in, maybe I could put a fence down at the bottom somewhere across a few trees, and then start filling in from there and try to build my yard back up. I don't know. What I also need to do is come up with some kind of like a pond. I've been thinking about having a pond for the whole time I've lived here. But what I'm thinking is a pond would help to collect a lot of that water that's plaguing me everywhere and maybe cause a little bit less erosion, especially if I create like a designated area for it to pour off over the pond, down the hill, and hell, maybe even come up with some kind of, hydroelectric power that I could get out of it or whatever. That would be fun, but that would be all downstream, as it were, of me just trying to come up with a way to maybe put more gravel in my yard, in the backyard, something that makes the soil, makes the water seep through faster, or maybe at the edge of the gully here, I was thinking of digging down and putting like a layer of gravel or something as like a almost like a below ground wall of gravel, and then one place in the middle where there's gravel coming out into the hillside or out of the hillside, almost like a way to gutter, like using gutters almost to direct the water underground. I don't know. And the way I describe it probably sounds messed up, but Just something. Design a way. Design a little bit. Redesign the yard and the ground underneath for this for water to run out faster. You know what I mean? 20 by 15 hole is already dug. Oh wait, yeah, you're getting a pond too, right? Koi pond, right? Look into how they grow in Scotland with boggy land, right? They create swales. Am I saying that right? Swale? Come on, Cam. Work with me here. Okay. Interesting. I don't know that one. I seen Slim on the sunflower plant. Who's Slim? What are you talking about? Something to eat my kids, or something is eating my kidney bean plants. Oh, sunflower plants. Possibly slugs. Oh, how do I get rid of slugs? I am not 100% sure, but I think eggshells might actually work. Let me let's ask Garden Savvy's Garden AI. Ways to deter or get rid of slugs. Let's see what the Garden Savvy Garden AI has to say about it. By the way, we got 20 minutes before we're going to get to the number post. So if you haven't gotten over on the number post, let me know. Sandra, hello. It's in 1 gallon right now. Okay, just a 1 gallon, Jeremy? You're not going to transplant it, are you? May put it outside when it gets bigger so it can get go on its own. Oh, I see. In the ground, you mean? Okay, here you go, Diane. Number 1, copper barriers. Slugs that dislike crossing copper. You can place copper tape around the rims of pots or create a barrier around your garden beds. Nice. Number 2, I knew it. I love to be right. Although I'm not right enough. But this time I'm right. And eggshells and coffee grounds. Eggshells and coffee grounds. Brush eggshells or sprinkle coffee grounds around your plants. Slugs find these textures uncomfortable to crawl over. Number 3, a beer trap. Oh, bury shallow containers filled with beer at soil level. Slugs are attracted to the beer, fall in, and cannot escape. Interesting. There's a whole bunch of ways here, Diane. Number 4, hand picking. Go slug hunting in the evening or early morning when they're most active. Use gloves to pick them off, relocate them away from your garden. Find some predator that likes them. Diatomaceous earth. Okay, we know about that one. Natural predators. Encourage natural predators like birds, frogs, and hedgehogs to visit your garden by creating a welcoming habitat. Number 7, slug repellent plants. Plant slug-deterring flora such as lavender, rosemary, or garlic around the garden. Their strong scents can keep slugs away. Very nice. I like it. Some valuable info here, Diane. Thanks, Garden Savvy. All right, here we go. Moving on to the last. Oh, no, there's a couple more. Look at this little plant. I don't know what I should do about it. Should I just kill it? Because, like, I don't know. Maybe it's growing away from the garage. Margaret, hello. You may put. Oh, yeah. How are you, Sandra? Margaret, hello. Copper tape can be found at your garden nursery, most likely. Oh, copper tape. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. I want copper tape. we shall go slug hunting, Alice. Tonight is the slug hunt. Let's see if I can get it to go like more dramatic. Tonight we hunt slugs. Didn't do it. Tonight, hunt slugs. It's the only set, or copper tape is the only set it and forget it option unless you want to keep adding chemicals or build. Oh. What about growing companion plants that they don't like? That's not necessarily set it and forget it, but you're already growing those plants. So, I mean, it's not like it, like and those are all good things. Lavender and I forget what else they said, but it was all good stuff. Herbs. Anyway, and then here's a couple more that are growing like in the gravel, kind of like in the driveway, basically, but behind my my deck. They're kind of small too, so I don't know if they're getting much of whatever they need, but we'll see what happens. All right, now we're inside. We're indoors now. Back to the indoors. And Vicky, hello. Betty, hello. Comment in the chat, and I'll put you on the door prize. Hit the like button too if you guys can on the Facebook side. Feeling pretty sad when I look at my Facebook engagement these days, but I also don't really expect Facebook to do me any favors. That's why we're on Rumble. That's why we're places where they do allow us to be seen. Anyway, rambling. We got this little, I don't know what this is, volunteer next to some bull's blood beets that we've been trying to grow. You see one every so often here. And then there's this. I don't know what this is. I think that's a pepper. It looks like a pepper plant. I'm not sure. Here's some old bull's blood beets that aren't really doing much of anything. They grow really slowly, or the temperature's not right for them in here or something. And here's the jelly bean tomatoes. Oh man, I can't wait. Can't wait for some jelly bean tomatoes. I think I'm just gonna break this cup open, let them grow next to each other. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. Here's our voluntary bin. This bin is supposed to be for potatoes because of the it gives me more depth. I can add more soil to it also. Right now we got these weird little these little stringy auto plants. They're not close enough to the light, I guess. There's one over here, and there's one down here which you can't see. That's a bunch of peppers, all kinds of random volunteers going on. Oh, you guys, the pH has been a hassle lately. I don't know what to do. Get more driftwood, I guess, is my only thought, my only option. Driftwood really worked nicely last time, and it's still in there, but clearly it gets saturated over time and doesn't work anymore. Hi, Betty. Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate the highlights. Appreciate any help over on the Foos book, but I also appreciate you guys to find us on other platforms because there are hundreds out there, and I only use like a handful. The ones I use, I believe, are doing something worth promoting, I guess, like Locals and Rumble. Oh, there it is. So trying to get this, so the pH pen, I don't know if it's actually calibrated. I calibrated it the other day with the fluid I have in the machine. I just can't trust it because then I go and use it and I put this pH down in there, which I don't really want to do because I don't think the fish love that. I don't think they like when the pH changes like that. You're not really supposed to put that much in, but watch what I did here by accident. Whoop.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, oh, geez. And then I check a pH a little bit later, and it's still not going down after that. Like, that was a lot. That was way too much. I might have some dead fish later today. I don't know. You can see these plants are not happy. The pepper plant is dying. And the cannabis plant that's in the aquaponics system over on the other side is also not looking so good. Although I don't think I get a good shot of it there. The pH is way too high. It's like 8.5. And then those plants are all looking fine. They're not growing very fast, but they're all looking all right. Bunch of 34 mongrels genetics in here. Lila Rose in the house. Hello. Kristen, hello. Got a few people to add to the wheel. This is my thought here. I'm like, I haven't been over in this corner for a while. Let me see if there's any space. Oh, hey, look, there is some space. Let's bury some food in there. And then this stuff was sitting too long. It kind of got a little nasty, but it's okay. Bury it in there, and that container is probably going to get thrown away, actually. Lots of watermelon for the worms. Enjoy it. Probably could have done something with it. I don't know what else to do with it. So the worms are gonna feast. I need to get some water over here in this corner though, because the worms need water too. They don't need a ton, but they definitely need moisture and food, obviously. Something decomposing. All right, here we go. Betty, Kristen, and Lila Rose. Doing well, doing well. How are you? How you be? How is everybody? Let me see some dancing bananas if you think it's a wonderful day to be alive. It's Monday. Got a whole new week of opportunities. And frustrating pH checks. I gotta wait till Wednesday for the shop to open, the Fish Geek. By the way, if you're listening and you're local, looking for more vendors and people that want to join in on Friday night's festivities, if they can get the internet to work, we can really make it more worth it. The only other issue would be heating and cooling inside that warehouse. I can rent a porta potty, which I don't want to do, but if I get a good sized crowd there, then I think it would make sense. Right now there is no crowd there, but so here we go. So I switched to these. They're kind of old. I've had them for a while, but it is an unopened pack, so I don't know if I can trust it. But it looks like the pH is much lower than what I keep seeing. So you're about to see the test here, and I can't trust either one. I don't know how to trust either one of these because I can't tell, like maybe go out and get a new one or get some more fluid to recalibrate my electronic one. I don't know. What do you guys think? So it actually looks pretty good. Other than that pH, I can't really tell. The orange is a little bit darker than the rest. So I can't tell if it's like a 6 or a 7. according to this test strip. But when I use the meter, we're looking at 8, 8.4. It's very frustrating. And I put pH down in it multiple times, which I should not have done. Got my garden nets. It's going to cover what I can. I dumped a whole lot, or a whole seed pack of mixed greens in one raised bed. Fist in the air, nice. Shall have lettuce. Nice, yeah, lots of different greens. That's a good way to do it. Oh, the birds and snails. Oh, wow, that freaked me out. That sound, that crinkling of the package at the end there, I thought that sounded totally different than the rest of it. Cheers. Kristen, I'm doing all right. How are you? I can tell you why the pH is high. I just can't tell you how to maintain it with fish. The fish are constantly pooping and peeing, and that's raising the pH. A lot of pee, a lot of alkalinity, high alkalinity. I also added a little bit of alkaline, this bottle of stuff I have, because the guy told me that they do need some of that, a little trace amounts of alkalinity, and that probably raised the pH by doing that. I thought it was maintaining because of the driftwood that I put in there. Guys, driftwood is expensive. I don't know if you know this, but go buy driftwood. Think it's, oh, that's cool decoration that you put in the... No, it's not. It's expensive. And it's also useful. Like it actually lowered the pH. It actually leveled the pH out for a while. I was testing it a while after I got the last bit, and it kept staying. Well, that, by the way, that's a little tiny cannabis plant there. I don't know what that is. Volunteer from the scraps I've been burying from bubble hash. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Not enough light around this area for sure, and it's only 8 hours of light, or 10 hours of light. So that plant's not going to know what to do. Anyway, but back to the point here is, I know the pH is going to continue going up all the time. I just have to constantly do something to make it go down, but not too far. The driftwood is a nice thing, and I might just keep doing that because it lasted a few months. I don't know if it lasted a year, but I didn't have to check pH for a long time. Although I probably should have been checking it for a while, because some of the plants I thought was a pest issue was probably a pH issue. And when you have the pH off, the plants are less healthy, which then draws pests to them. So it's all bad. Jeremy says, I have 34 mongrels, purple cleaner fems, and purple punch fems. Okay. That's nice. They have some autos now. I'm not sure if they're for sale yet. Yeah, look at this lemon plant. I still think there's something wrong with it. I'm not seeing any pests, but the leaves fall off, and like there could be something hidden there that I don't see. But I'm also spraying it. I've also been doing foliar sprays for pest repellent, and it's a natural product I use called Pure Crop One. Pure Crop One. Doing well, and yeah, I don't know much about fish. Your hydro system fascinates me. Well, it is fascinating, but it's also, I know it's also doable. I know there are people out there that do this on a commercial scale. So I'm like, how, no pun intended, it's commercial scale, but how do they do it, you know? Okay, here we go. This is why it's crucial that I got the phone, the headpiece that holds my phone. Look at all this stuff I can do with two hands. No offense to any amputees out there, but I needed my hands back, and holding the phone was not easy to do while doing things. So yeah, a lot growing on here, but no microgreens. I got to get the microgreens going, you guys. Got to get some more, and I don't think I can do it today. I need to clean up some stuff here, and yeah, but I need to get back to growing them, even if they fail. There's something going on in my area where I grow microgreens, and I think more airflow is going to help. So I'm going to find. I have a couple other fans. And I'm going to try and just add more airflow to that space. I haven't actually looked into what other microgreens farmers do, but I feel like one thing they might do is just have a lot of airflow in their grow space. I'm over here spilling this everywhere because I had it too full. Change out a quarter of your water and add fresh water every 2 weeks. Alice, I'm changing out way more than that. I use the pump. I use the so that pump you just saw me running, or so that hose is coming from the aquarium, and that's I'm done. I'm pulling all the water out of the aquarium almost probably every 2 weeks, and I'm adding more water in at the same time. That's RO water. And the RO water might be a little higher pH, but it's still like 7 to 7.5. It's not nearly what as bad as what's happening. That's with all the fish pee. So definitely you're right, but I'm telling you, it's getting changed out. It's definitely getting changed out. I mean, I'm using that every week, um, multiple times a week probably, and I water all these other plants like this that aren't in any system. They just get separate water. You need a road trip to the coast and get all the driftwood and shells you need for your garden. Oh, that's a good idea. It's a good idea, although that would cost a lot more than what just buying some driftwood would cost. Although there might be driftwood near the rivers, although I'd be afraid to. I don't know if I'd want to just pick up outside driftwood, and put that inside. I'd have to like wash it or something. I don't know. Or at least do some research on it. Like, what is there any pests that might be on driftwood or whatever? Um, all right, here we go. Here we go, guys. We're gonna get some numbers. Passing out some numbers. Chris was number one. One. Make sure if you want to get on this and you haven't done so, you still got 3 more chances throughout the week to get in on the number post. You just have to be a subscriber. To have access to this post, you need to be a member of Locals, theindoorfarmer.locals.com, and that would be $2 a month or $20 for the whole year. You can also be a subscriber on other platforms, but that costs more. $5 on Facebook, $5 I think on Rumble and Kick. Let's see, Kayla, you're number 4. But that also makes you a pro member if you pay the $5. So there's a benefit to that as well. Margaret, you're number 5. Angel Joy, we found on Rumble. She's number 6. Trent, all good, number 7. Diane, number 8. Brenda is number 9. Skeeter, number 10. Oh. Mike Henson, number 11. Ronaldo, number 12. Speaking of, it's 2:12 right now. We got 8 minutes. Brittany, number 13. Ted, number 14. And Kristen G, number 15. Hey, Linda, how are you? You bake it to kill bugs and mold. That's what stores do. You don't want the bleach stuff. Okay, that makes sense. You should start pre-wetting your soil before planting microgreens and stop spraying with hydrogen peroxide and just bottom water. I bet you would see them grow. I was bottom watering. I was only spraying with hydrogen peroxide because they were still getting powdery mildew. I might have been putting too much water in the bottom or something. I don't know. And some of my airflow definitely was not good. Peroxide was an afterthought. Although you do spray it, or at least my friend from Stewart Microgreens does do one spray of hydrogen peroxide when he plants the seeds. Not plants them. When he spreads the seeds in the tray, he sprays them one time just to prevent mold. But after that, though, I shouldn't need to do it again. But for some reason, they don't seem to want to work out. I'm not doing too bad, Linda. I'm about to do a spin for my subscribers for this week. I do 4 spins a week, and you don't have to be there to win. You just have to be a member and be in the post that I make so that it, makes it clear who's a member for me, so I don't have to go and look it up for everybody. Or be a subscriber with one of those badges in the chat. You can always add you on the wheel that way too. I would prefer people don't give their money to the Foos Book, but and also Foos Book doesn't give us as much of the cut either. They take a big chunk of it. Locals.com, which is where I have my community mainly, they only take 10%. So that's another good thing about them. They take a much smaller cut from the creator, even though they could take more. All right. Did I change the volume? Go. We got 5 minutes. I think we'll just count it now and hit it. Oh. Done. Oh. I feel like there should be a guy with horns. Like a Viking or something. Viking. We gambled on the song, but I never thought it would be this. Two. All that for that. Was that Alice? I think that was Alice. Let's look. Let's check. So then Alice gets removed, and everyone else gets 3 chances to win. Yep, that was Miss Alice. Shopping spree number 2 in the books. We need to get some goodies for Leslie. And I need to pack the glass a little bit better this time. I will do that. Had a couple of things break. Nothing great, not the main parts of them, but still. $235. And today is the 11th. Number 2 was our first winner this week, Miss Alice. Made it back, Trent. Hey, Sean Cook, what's up, man? Kayla on the Facebook side, I didn't get. Go. That white stuff on the soil wasn't powdery mildew. It was beneficial bacteria. Okay. Think maybe just leave it alone next time. Just let it grow and see what happens. It's a good thought. Definitely need to try something different. I should probably do that. In fact, I will do that. It's like white fuzzy stuff. I'm like, that's not mold? All right, here's our door prize. I think everybody that's in here is on it. Got a few more pictures, and then we're going to go check out Garden Savvy for a minute. Got some work I did here, some vacuuming. I think there's a couple of, yeah, here it is. Look how fast I work. Cleaning the floors, just an overhaul. I wouldn't call it a deep clean, but it was close. It was, doing some sweeping, some cleaning, some vacuuming, some dusting. Did some dusting. And there's one more of these. Took the fan apart. Oh, the music's going well with this. Yeah, this little duster worked out nice, actually. I've got a vacuum cleaner that I only use for downstairs. Obviously, you got to take it outside to clean it, but the fan is looking nice. We passed it. Cheers, 21. All right, Colin, that makes sense. Maybe I was drowning them in peroxide and trying to keep up with this thing that's happening to them and it's supposed to happen to them. Maybe I need to see, like, anytime I've ever seen a professional with their microgreens, they're already growing. They look like this carpet already. You don't get to see those stages, and I'm trying to show the stages, although I'm just not. I'm a novice. But as I get better, if I can ever even think of calling myself, knowledgeable or an expert or whatever on growing, I will still want to show the stages of everything because that's so important to people that are learning. Like, let me see what happens day 3, day 4, day 5. Like, you know, maybe I'll do that next time. I'll take a day by day picture because what I had been doing is just taking pictures of them like once a week to show you guys. But maybe I'll do a day 1, day 2, day 3, and do like a 7-day, you know, capture of what's going on. You have to wait a few days until I can take the lid off, but then, you know. I did pre-wet the cocoa core last time. Yeah, I did that last time, but I don't know if that helped. The bull's blood beets I grew last time were actually looking really good, but then I do think it needs more airflow back there, but then maybe I drowned them. Maybe I got them too wet. Too much peroxide. It should be good for their roots, peroxide, but it shouldn't. Maybe too much is a bad thing. So obviously, I'm just putting the fan back together, but it was pretty dirty. It's still, it's not perfectly clean, but I cleaned it quite a bit, and man, the thing is just cranking now. It's spinning like it never spinned before, and I'll cheers to that. Uh-oh, it's a little tight. It's a little tight. I have to make some adjustments here. Make some adjustments on the fly, they say. Oh yeah, I guess I never did share this to my Facebook community. The space is kind of getting full. Like, I thought I had a lot of room down here, but just not much anymore. All right, that was the last bit of footage that I took for this week. But that has been a very productive conversation, Colin, about the microgreens. I think I'm ready to give it another shot. I think I'm ready to give it another shot, Coach. Put me in, Coach. By the way, thank you to all the new Rumble viewers that we might have, and all the current Rumble viewers. Doing really well with the numbers this month on Rumble. We've already passed the monthly requirements of hours watched, which used to take me all month, and I would still have to put some of it on myself just to fill it up. So that might not make sense, but anyway, thank you. Thanks to all the new friends. Okay, so we want to go check out Garden Savvy next. Let's close the AI. Let's see, refresh one time. Let's go down to last week's thumbnail. Here it is. Just one person. No, nobody's liking it. Just John. Thanks, John. Not even Kayla. Not even Kayla would like it. Dang, Kayla. We got AE here. AE. Flowers and vegetables in my home make cold fra. Cold fra. Homemade cold fra. Is this like a... I'm not sure. It's pretty cool though. It's like a... Not quite a greenhouse, but a thing that keeps the frost off of the little seedlings. We got Vernon here with his outdoor space garden coming along. Hell yeah! This is a nice space you got here, Vernon. It's got some nice room outside here. Welcome to my garden, it says. Some raised beds, separate pots, old tub repurposing. You know I love that. Oh, look at all these old kitty litter buckets. You know that's awesome. Repurposing materials. What else we got here? We got Vernon. What's wrong? He says. What's wrong? I'm just going to give him the wow cactus. The wow cactus. What do we think is wrong here? Oh, I see. Maybe he's talking about these white tips. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. Ask the garden AI. I want to improve my garden with my two big reactive dogs in mind. We have dogs in both gardens either side of us, so anything to help minimize what our two dogs can see and hear and be strong enough to withstand if our dogs were to try and attack through the fence. I want to put climbing plants like roses if they are not toxic to dogs, and hedge plants. Okay, wow, a lot going on here. I'm gonna have to gate those dogs out. Well, they just put pictures of their junk, although I just showed you guys pictures of my junk. There we go. Well, I don't know. Let's see. What can we do with this space? I don't know. How about removing all the junk first? Eh? Oh. I'll give him a like. Maybe we'll give him the wow cactus. The wow cactus from Laura Boner. Laura Boner? What? Am I saying that wrong? Is her name Laura Boner? Seed planting depths in figured by the width of the seed times 2. That's how deep your seed goes. Okay. They are packed with vitamin. What is Lila Rose? Are you going to try the dandelion microgreens? I might. That's probably a good idea. Packed with vitamin K, A, C, and E, calcium, iron, and potassium. Yeah, look, I don't know why y'all are laughing. Is her name Boner or not? Hey, what's up, Alan? What's up, Elisa May? Hit those comments and they throw you on the wheel of justice. We're looking here at Miss. Oh, that's the wrong tab. We're looking here at Miss Boner's post here. I have only been here for just over a week, and this is how the garden's been left, so no judgments. Oh, I did judge, didn't I? We are currently tied. We are currently tying our dogs up to a heavy-duty metal hook and half holding their lead for them to do their business or walk them around the garden by lead. But it's a death trap, and there's so much crap that's been dumped. You sure that's not yours, lady? With a name like, just kidding. I think it's Bonner. I think it's probably Bonner. I would have to say that's probably Bonner. What do you guys think? Is that Boner or Bonner? Can you see that? Let me zoom in. Laura Bonner, right? Is it Bonner? We're going to say good luck to Laura. Good luck, Miss Boner. I don't know how to keep large dogs in. What about professional pro training? Probably costly, I guess. Okay, we're going to post today's thumbnail while we listen to Pocket Full of Wind, my favorite. All right. Good day, garden saviors. Happy Monday. And happy growing. Stop through the show sometime for a special garden savvy shout out. We all got to eat. Now, every time I think of that, I think of Elisa May and her weird movie that she wanted us to watch. And now all you can think about these people on these platforms full of nasty foot juice food that they have to eat. Otherwise, they die. Man. Thanks again, Elisa. Sucks when you go to take a hit and your seahorse is dead. Oh, it does suck. That's probably one reason why I ultimately didn't want to use the seahorse anymore. Probably one of the good reasons, one of the main reasons that I didn't like electronics anymore. You can use it while it's plugged in, or at least I think some of them you can, but all right. Oh, that's right. We gotta look at the garden horta sketch a little bit here. I remember now I can actually do it. I can horta sketch and sketch, and I can horta sketch. Okay, you can buy seeds in here too, which is kind of cool. I don't know if it's a good price or not, but so this is my space that I'm working with, and I've actually mapped out all of the plants that I cared about, although this one can maybe be moved. We could duplicate this. Whoops, this item can't be duplicated beyond the garden plan boundaries. Okay. What do you mean? Okay, fine. We're going to put in what we might think of as a raised bed, Helen, on the outside area. So what we're going to do like this. Make it a little bigger. Get it just right. And it would be somewhere in here-ish. That should work, right? Well, that's really much bigger than... Yeah, that's fine. They should be that big. So then we have a concrete pad. That's a table. So what I'd like to do is put in like a pond back this way. Okay. Maybe a little smaller. Somewhere in the center, right? So you can sort of map out what you want to do ahead of time. So this thing, let's make this a little bit smaller. Okay. To simulate this janky fence that I have back here. So something like that. And what I was thinking is, and actually this garage should be a little bigger. It should be even bigger than that, but maybe I could use 2 of these, which simulate both buildings. Something like that. Because what I'd like to do is I'd like to run water from the garage, from the downspouts in the garage, the tip that actually just go onto the ground anyway, into that pond, right? You have to have some things in there that make sure that to kill any pests and stuff that come in. You have to have a pretty strong ecosystem in that pond. You want to just get water in there from all over the place. Let's see, how can I... Is there something I could use? Maybe, oh, here we go. Now we're talking. Whoa, that's tiny. So it would be something like this. Boom. tiny, isn't it? Whoa, that's a big difference. Something like that, just to kind of make it stand out a little bit. And then I would do the same thing. Let's make a thicker one this time. See what happens. It's not even any thicker. Just undo. Put another one in. And something like this. Or make it just go straight over to the other. So there's another gutter right here, or I could just make it go straight over to this, to the side here like this. And do like, doesn't have to be perfect because it won't be a perfect straight line anyway. It'll be something like this. And then if I could do that from my house too, imagine how much water would gather up here. Like all the gutters on the property going to that pond, right? Had to feed the chickens and the quail, okay. Transplant a huge leaf cycle plant, nice. How big is it? I don't eat the crust with the food juice, or the foot juice, right? There's Elisa. I wonder what she said. I'm about to clean my pond out and power wash. Get up and running. I'll get the power washer going. Nice. Pond would be fun. I'm sure Dill would like that. Feed the fish, toss in some bread or something. Okay, so I'm playing around with the structures, but we got some other things in this. Oh, undo, please. And so this to the right, if you weren't here last week, this over here represents the grow table that's inside. And let's see. I have onions, but I don't think those are considered an herb. Vegetables. It would be scallions? They're green onions, right? They don't call them green onions, though. There's onions. So we got green onions. How's it doing that? Uh-oh. What happened? Oh wow, there's like a whole bunch. Okay, they're right in there ish. And then we got peppers. We got peppers. A few peppers right here. It's not letting me. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can duplicate it. Duplicate, and then the small peppers right over here. This needs to come over this way a little bit. And then there's some kind of radish. I think we thought it was a radish, so we're gonna see if it's a radish, but we'll just leave this here for reference point. Wow, radishes are really tiny. Holy cow. Lance Perot. Oh, I see. So you get the gist. I'll work a little bit more on it tomorrow or next week. Tomorrow, really, but next week. What else? What else should I put in there? Broccoli. Broccoli. We need some broccoli. I know we got broccoli in here somewhere. There it is. We got broccoli for days. It's down in this area. And then we got kohlrabi, which I don't think they have on here. By the way, I can get you a discount for this website. Oh, there's kohlrabi. If you're interested, let me know. I will have to look through my emails and find the code because I don't remember it offhand. But I can get you a discount on a yearly membership. It's pretty cool. You get to network with other growers and you know, all different kinds. They do have cannabis, of course. It's not gear. It's not mostly It's not really that centered on cannabis at all, but it's there. Let's see, beets. Okay, we need some beets. Got a bunch of beets down this way. Something like that. What else do we have growing? Got a bunch of volunteers that I'm not sure what they are yet, so we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see on some of that stuff. Anyway, that was Garden Savvy. It's time, my friends, to get to the door prize here. Who do we got in the house? I thought I messed it up because I left it outside and the gas tank was a little rusty. Oh, my friend said it'll be fine. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, my brother came over and started it right up. Power wash and back patio last week. Oh, nice. I need to resurface my little deck that I have. I'd like to get something that's really thick that holds up to the dog's claws. Have a good day, Lila Rose. You've motivated me to get in the garden. Well, we're going to be closing up here in a little bit. Why don't you wait to see if you win the door prize? 8 foot tall in 2 weeks. Oh, wow. All right, so who is still with me on the Rumble? I got everybody else already on from Facebook. If you're new on the Facebook chat, comment, and I'll put you on the wheel. Yeah, who's here on the Rumble? Let me see it. Let me see a Anson Banana or a hashtag WTIF or whatever you want to throw at me. You guys tell me if that comes through okay. I think this mic might just start using this mic a lot more often. Who else we got? Kayla. Who else we got here in the Rumble chat? I had pounds, but ended up selling it to my brother 9 years ago. Or I had ponds. He still has them to the same fish that you had. Wow. It was load on my end. I'm not sure what that means, Jeremy. All right, who commented below the video? We got Lila Rose. We got Margaret Jet, Hayla, and Alice. You killed your fish and then the duck ate some? Oh wow. That would be that'd be sad. I've killed a bunch of fish too, but not too many, but definitely a handful. But the ones I have now seem pretty happy with what's going on. Although the haul the pH down I put in might make them unhappy. Loud. Oh, okay. You said it was loud on my end. Oh, the harmonica, Kyle. I could play it a little lower, but the problem is that the music that's playing, I should just shut that off because I want to like it makes me want to try and like play with it, and I'm not sure how to do that yet. I'm not even sure how to play, but see if I'll play it a little bit quieter. I gotta turn it around. I like it this way. It is probably kind of loud. You might just want to turn it down because I'm not even playing at full volume there. You know what I mean? Yay! Captive audience. Now it's time to spin. Did I fix that a little bit? Random music. Okay, all right. Let's see what the music is this time because I hope it's better than last time. Oh, okay. I can handle that. I can handle a little. It's like a little Scottish ditty. My nose is itching. Alice, a double win. A double win. We haven't had one of those in a while. A double winner. Winner chicken motherfucking dinner. I'll cheers to that, Alice. Congrats. You can hear the water in the background, Elisa May? The railroad rails come down. Playing with the weed eater today, Alice? Congrats, Alice, with the double win ski. The double win ski right there. Door prize, Alice. Wow, Alice. Can you believe that? Your lucky day today. Come on. It's not loading. Wow. What's with the ad reads? Ad reads aren't doing so good anymore. 60 cents. It shouldn't be, shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth, but I have actual sponsors from game night, and I consider those sponsors throughout the week. So my time is better spent promoting them. Speaking of them, all sponsors, calling all sponsors, if you'd like to have a space or consider, I guess, contributing to the live show on Friday nights, let me know. Hit me up. Wow, Alice with a double win. It's awesome. See what you got now. You are back up to 34. Plus 4 Sprout Bucks. So if you guys would like to jump in on the next shopping spree, I'm going to start this here. Spree number 3. Write the date. Saw somebody, I think Joe Orzel might have done a review on my page. If you do a brand new review on the Waylon the Indoor Farmer page on Facebook, you get a spot on the door prize. Not the door prize. You get another spot on the shopping spree. Tomorrow's review show is going to be pretty fun, you guys. I went to this place in town called called Kid and Play. It's called Kid and Play. It's like a play place for kids, but really cool. That's going to be tomorrow. And it's a brand new business in my area, local Peoria area. They just passed a week, a little bit over a week now. Kid and Play. It was a very cool place, actually. All right, let's find something to raid. Let's find somebody that deserves a raid today. Let's see. Let's find us something inside entertainment. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. He did send me an email for his buddy. That's right. I want to have Robert Scott Bell on the show sometime, and he sent me an email to his Booker or whatever. Only 10 likes. Come on, 58 viewers. Let's see what they're talking about.
And then my other son was like, "Oh, it was COVID," and I was like, "Was it?" And then I said it was fear. Because a lot of these people just walked into the hospital. They weren't that sick. They could have just stayed home and convalesced and they probably would have been fine. But it was fear that got them.
All right, they're having a conversation, so clearly I won't get their attention. But if I want him on my show, this would probably be a good idea to rate him, right? We'll rate him. And of course, you can opt out if you need to or want to. See what they're saying.
For like 20 years or so, nearly 20 years, somewhere around 20 years, he was a senior editor of one of the biggest newspapers in all of Germany. And he wrote a book, a tell-all, and he quit being an editor.
Nobody
of this,
commenting.
Very prestigious newspaper, because he was so disgusted by what he had participated in, meaning that he had lied to the people. That he basically came clean and said, every major media outlet in the world is owned by the intelligence apparatus globally and the billionaires, and that he was the person who took the article from the CIA and published it saying that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. And overnight, it was in every media outlet around the world. And he was just like, oh my gosh, look what happened, right? Well, he ultimately came clean on it. And I'm sharing this because it's so important. The reason you have to unplug is because it's literally the propaganda arm of both government and the corporate world, the corporate sector. And so what Udo came clean and told everyone about was that if the intelligence, they would just come to them and say, I want you to run this, and they would pay them to run it. Billionaires do the same thing. So they basically bring articles to the media, and the media runs those articles at their behest, at the behest of these, actors, intelligence actors and billionaires, and they just are manipulating the public. And so if you really go and look them up, you'll understand.
I can't stay there, but if you guys are watching over there, feel free to stay over and check out their show. I'm going to go ahead and close up and probably switch over to a Rumble stream to have a little after sesh here in a minute. And I'm going to do that actually, I could do that this way too. Okay, so I'm going to close the stream to everywhere but Rumble, and I'm going to leave Rumbles on after I play the intro, the outro or whatever. If you want to hang out and whatever, watch something, find something interesting while we have a little sesh. All right, here we go with the outro. Remember, I'll still be on Rumble in just a minute, guys. Remember, tomorrow, Indoor Farmer Reviews at 1 o'clock Central Time to check out Kid and Play. It's pretty fun place and very interesting. We'll see you then. Remember, everybody's got to eat.
The Indoor Farmer, rocking the